We've been going 4.5 years now, and we've just delivered our 10,000th box of food.
Wow.
So even in
Wow.
Eynsham and surrounds, you have that level of need, which may not always be obvious, but it's there.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
Right, really looking forward to catching up. Someone we've not spoken to for a whole year. We mentioned that on when we were chatting on email. Bob Thiele from the Eynsham Food Bank. The reason we were catching up with Bob is because it's Lion Aid again on Saturday at the Red Lion pub in Eynsham. And the kind of caveat with that is that they raise food and money for the Eynsham Food Bank. So, Bob, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
No, pleasure.
Really great to have you on. A year on from when we last spoke, and Lion Aid taking place last year. Just describe the effects of a big event in Eynsham. Obviously, Lion Aid at the Red Lion, having music on all day, and their kind of like entry structure as going, right, you have to have some tinned food to get in, and we'll deliver that to the Eynsham Food Bank.
Sure. I mean, it's great. Eynsham, the slogan out there is it's a great place to live. And this is one of those times when the community can come together and demonstrate that. So, I mean, Lion Aid last year was a real success. Great day of music. Red Lion was absolutely packed and heaving. The weather was reasonable, so we had a pretty, good turnout. And then alongside of that, there was this raising. We had way over £1,000 of donations in on the day. We had a whole room full almost to the roof of food donations and bags, which was absolutely brilliant. So we were able to share that food out over the following weeks, and obviously use the money over the last year. So it's been really helpful, because that's the great side of it all. I mean, sadly, the need for food banks hasn't gone away. That's the other side of it. And just to put it in context, we've been going 4.5 years now, and we've just delivered our 10,000th box of food.
Wow.
So even in Eynsham and surrounds, you have that level of need, which may not always be obvious, but it's there.
No, I think you're absolutely right. It's something that's on your doorstep, and you mentioned it just when you started. Is the fact that you go, oh, Eynsham, you got lovely. Oh, you're so lucky. You've got loads of pubs, and it really beautiful and wonderful sort of a sort of village feel and community feel, and that's great, and that's brilliant and wonderful. But like you say, you scratch the surface, not just in Eynsham, in places across the county. And whilst when you were saying, delivering your 10,000th package, there's that strange feeling of being like, wow, that's amazing, and also mixed with, wow, that's how have we got to that stage? Do you know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
Yeah. Yes,
You
it's
must
the
see
two
that.
sides of the coin. I mean, and obviously, it's all relative in some ways. But it's all sorts of, there could be elderly people on very modest pensions, etc. And, there could be people having some. We've had people who've had unemployment problems, had people because of health have been out of work. There's all sorts of people across the spectrum in need. And cheek by jowl with people who are getting on with their lives, and they're not having the kind of bumpy path. So yes, but it's still marvelous that those who can are able to assist the food bank. We've got whole teams of volunteers, people who come and help packaging stuff up, people who help delivering it, collecting it, shelf stacking, all the boring stuff. But it's necessary to be able to deliver in the end to those who need some assistance.
Absolutely. And what would you say to people sort of heading down to Lion Aid this weekend? Because look, from the other side of things, it's a fantastic lineup. There's so many great local musicians. If you've listened to the Melting Pot at any point, our sort of local music show, you'll recognise absolutely every band that's on there. Everyone is giving their time. Everyone is making sure that the event is as amazing and as perfect and even more brilliant than it was last time. What would you say to people sort of going down there?
I mean, I agree. Once again, Becky's done a fantastic job getting it all organised, and grateful, thanks to her for doing all of that. But what's nice about it is you can come and have a great day out, and perhaps also along having that and listening to great music, enjoying the time with friends, maybe having a glass or two, alongside doing all of that, having a great time. If you can spare, a few pence for the food bank, or you can bring a bit of food down with you, it means you can have a great time and feel good about it as well. So that would be a marvellous combination of helping your neighbours in need and having a great celebration and enjoy the music.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And just to sort of finally sort of touch on the community aspect, the great thing is, and I've heard this a million times about Eynsham, and we have spoken about this, it is a wonderful community, and it does help those in need. But also the flip side of it is there's incredible entertainment, there's wonderful pubs, there's lots going on for actually somewhere that is very small, and that's an amazing thing that where you can kind of go, okay, well, we can do these great things and put on entertainment for everyone, but also there's that help that's there as well.
I think we're very fortunate that, that's right, that you still have that sense of community by and large. Still walk down the street and you can say hello to people. If they say hello back, it's not got the, it's not the anonymousness of a big city sort of thing. And yet we've got many of the amenities that we need also, with the shops that are there and the pubs that are there. So it is, a very, very pleasant place to be. We're very fortunate to be in Eynsham. But it's great we can come together, and I'm really looking forward to the music, and I hope the forecast is pretty good. And alongside of that, if people can give themselves a little pat on the head for helping others in need, brilliant.
Absolute tick in the box there, and a great event. Make sure you head down to the Red Lion on Saturday, of course, in Eynsham, and just put a tenner in your pocket, put an extra £5 in your pocket. Go, actually, do you know what? That's going to be more helpful. Grab a tin of food or what have you to get in on the door. That's what we're saying. Bob, it's been an absolute pleasure catching up. Let's not leave it a year next time, shall we?
Well, don't tell Becky she's got to do this more than once a year.
well, maybe. It's Bob Thiele there from the Eynsham Food Bank. Thanks so much for joining us.
Cheers.
It's brilliant stuff. It's amazing, isn't it? And when we spoke to Bob last year, it was that same strange emotion of going, oh, it's fantastic that this can be done. It's fantastic that money is raised. It's fantastic that food is being dished out. And the flip side of it is, oh, we wish there wasn't an Eynsham Food Bank. No offense to Bob, of course. But you know what I mean. It's that strange thing. So look, if you are around the Eynsham area this Saturday, pop down. As I say, put an extra tenner in your back pocket, give generously. And also, entry, you need to have a tin of food. So you're not coming in unless you've got a tin of food. So make sure you do that.